Hey y'all, I am. Ooh, shoot! As I step on something. Okay, I'm gonna have to be out of focus for a minute because I just stepped on my little project. Um. Anyway, I got these tomato clips, and I need to get in here with these untamed tomatoes and push them back. Um, I have a trellis here, and I should have planted, and I probably did, closer to the actual trellis to trellis up to create that little arbor that I wanted. And but the thing about determinate tomatoes grow all at once, and then that's it. Indeterminate tomatoes grow continuously throughout the growing season, and then they die back at the first frost. Anywho, my paste tomatoes are doing absolutely wonderful, and the cherry tomatoes are also doing great. So I don't really have to tame the paste tomatoes as much. I already pushed them back a bit, but I need to get in here on these cherry tomatoes. That's the problem. The cherry tomatoes are the problem. So I got a couple of bamboo stakes in here, and it's hard to see what you're working with when you let it get this bad. And we just had overcast, and I was like, oh, this is the perfect time to come out here. It's only like in the low 80s today. So I was like, oh, low 80s, overcast. This would be a good time for me to work in a yard. But of course, the minute I clock off, here comes the sun. Now, don't get me wrong. The sun is a beautiful thing, especially, for the plants and all the things. We had a little drizzle of rain, but not enough to really do anything. So I did do some watering earlier today. But I was like, I need to tame these cherry tomatoes because look at this. The one thing I did learn from last year, that they get crazy. So I got some nice sized tomatoes on here. So I am going to cut this large stem right here and not like even worry about like, oh, you're cutting away growth. Believe me, it's going to be 1,000 cherry tomatoes on this plant that me getting just these alone would be sufficient. So I'm going to set them right here so I can take them on the other side and harvest the tomatoes off of there. But I have to cut this back because, again, like I said, it gets stupid. Like, look at this. It gets stupid. So I'll let these ripen in the house. I'll clip this to there. And I just want to pull it back, right? I just want to pull it back. Okay, this is a cherry. These are the paste tomatoes. Okay, awesome. So I got pretty much the two main branches that was causing all of the craziness. So now I'm gonna clip this cherry tomato to the arbor. And this way I can see what's growing. I can manage what's growing a lot better. And I like these tomato clips because you just squeeze and they clamp in, and I'm done. I got like 100 of these. So even if they break, I have so many more that it won't even be a big deal. So yeah, so I was able to push that back. This is the paste tomato, and I can kind of structure this a lot better now because now I can see what's what. Because again, the paste tomatoes are doing very, very good. And I can get rid of some of these bottom leaves that I don't need. I don't know what that is, y'all. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, she can stand up a lot more. So yeah, let's put these stakes back in. And then I'll show you guys a picture of everything I just did when I'm done. Because like I said, this was crazy business. Crazy business. So yeah, let's get her together, y'all. Wow, the bees are a lot. The bumblebees are on the lavender. Every time I go by the lavender, they just get the buzzing like really, really loud, like go away. And I'm like, hold up now. It's my y'all. But they like, nope. You put this stuff over here and we're enjoying it, and we need you to back up. So, of course, they won because they could do more damage than I can do to them, right? They could do more damage to me than I can do to them. See, yep, this is all the paste tomato all over here. So that's better. So now I could get rid of this and save that steak for something else. That's the cherry. Yep. Yeah, so I can get rid of this. Where are my scissors? You guys will get a chance to see how much better this area is going to look just because I got rid of some stuff. Trim down some stuff. I mean, I love this cherry tomato. Look how golden that is. This is how they turn. Very golden. They're very good too. I love this cherry tomato plant, but oh my God, sometimes it's a love-hate tomato. Her love-hate relationship because she goes everywhere. She want to be everywhere. I want to go over here. I want to go over there. I got some small ones that didn't drop. Get rid of. And then I want to create more airflow too, because that's how your leaves and things don't get disease, because you actually gave your plant some air. So let's grab this. And I'm going to harvest all the tomatoes off of that. Yeah, let's get some air up in here, y'all. Okay, it's a little better. And I'll clean up off camera. Yeah, I got some yellow. Oh, see, those are the paste tomatoes. See? Okay. This is all we're going to do for this right now. I got that going up that way. Okra. Another paste tomato that is doing very, very good. I might even cut back some of this borage. Gosh, you guys, I'm going to have to bring the camera over here so you guys can see all the tomatoes that's up in here. My Alice Dream is producing finally, but I don't want to cut the borage at the same time because it's a pollinator attractor. I have some more blooms on these beans. I see some beans, y'all. I see some beans. Take y'all back a little bit. A little low. Get low. Okay. And I usually don't come over here in the middle day like this because that's when the bees do be out. I come like early morning when like they're still sleeping. Sometimes you can even find them sleeping on the actual bloom, which is kind of cool to see. Yeah, I got most of the beans already over here. And I probably will cut back this borage because it will rebloom. It's all in my sweet potatoes, y'all. It's all in the sweet potatoes. Because her sister can't see what her doing over here. But I like the bushiness too because it kind of keeps some of the critters out. I haven't seen any evidence of whatever that was coming over here in the early part of the season, doing its damage on my stuff. Looking for stuff, especially over here. Ever since I put another like little trellising thing over here, another wired fence over here, like I doubled it, and it hasn't been over here ever since. And plus a lot of this has filled in with the borage and unfortunately weeds. And speaking of one now, I'm about to chop one down now. I might just go back there and just yank it out, but I got to put on my long gloves. So little wasp, y'all. Let me show y'all what I've been doing. How y'all been doing? Y'all been doing good? Y'all been doing good? I hope so. I had a lovely weekend. After I said I didn't want to do anything, going to, like I told you, my church's clothing giveaway to help out my sister friends. And it was really nice. The weather was absolutely gorgeous. So, okay, we're on the tomatoes. These are my Alice Dream tomatoes. So far, I only see one right there, but there's plenty of flowers. This is like a beefsteak type tomato. And then again, like I told you guys, The paste tomatoes are doing excellent. Excellent. So let me loosen up this so I can show you guys. So the paste, oh my God, y'all have to excuse me. I am trying to get it together, y'all. Okay. The paste tomatoes are doing absolutely excellent. They are all up and through here. Okay. The borage I was talking about, yes, look at all of that. That's like some type of something jasmine, autumn jasmine, something like that from my neighbor's area. And I'm always having to pull it off this trellis because it would take over this trellis, and I'm trying to get the stuff that I'm growing to take over my trellis, not their stuff, right? Anyway, we got more paste tomatoes. Like I said, the paste tomatoes are clounting. We got tomatoes all up and through there. Again, the cherry tomatoes, I'm trellising up here, and I'm gonna turn around slowly. But these are the large stems that I cut back because it was just too much. And they get yellow like this. This is almost actually too yellow, but this is how bright they get, and they're really, really good. I got to come in here and harvest some peppers, okra, and I think that's it. I'm not going to bother with the melon vines because as you see, they're like all over here. And these are my black jewel and moon and star melons. They are so happy. They are so happy. They're trellising so nicely. And again, I showed you guys that right there. I don't know how many melons I'm going to get this year, but I definitely wanted more. I'm also going to plant out these collards and mustards. I got some callaloo in the greenhouse. Don't ask me where it's going to go. Again, the watermelon has taken over this bed. I'm not going to even bother with trying to put anything in here. I might throw some melons, not some melons, some greens up in here, and then some down up in here. But I got squashes coming in this bed, and then the bed down there. So I'm kind of like, I might have messed up myself on the melons. So we'll see. But I may just go, not the melons, y'all, I'm sorry, the greens. But I may still do it, and then maybe the vines will give them some type of shade. So, but I definitely want to put them out because I don't see any 90s in the forecast for a while. So I'd rather just go ahead and just see what I can do, right? Let's get this set back up again. And let me start digging some holes for the greens and things that I want to put out, okay? Now you guys probably can't see my face because of the sun, so let's try that. Hold on.